telling David Price where exactly to put the ball. So in the early, league, when it first got created, you would walk up as a batter and you would tell them, hey, I only want a high strike zone. So you could pick two strike zones. You could do the high strike zone or the low strike zone, and then the umpire would call balls and strikes from your preference. So it's from like the belt to the chest or the belt to the knees. Personally, I think that I would want a higher strike zone. It's easier to hit, but also a low and outside pitch is so hard to get down and hit. Okay, number two. I also have the gain all the way up. Yeah, so we'll see how that works. Maybe some good mouth sounds, I don't know. Okay, number two, fly balls could be caught off a bounce from 1864 to 1880. Oh, yeah. Let's see, yeah, 1864, and then foul balls until 1883. So this may seem bizarre to baseball fans today. I'm reading this, but the logic behind the one bounce rule was actually fairly straightforward. It was a holdover from other favorite childhood games, like jacks. In the days before gloves, it allowed players to avoid catching a very hard ball with their bare hands. Later on, I guess they changed it to only foul balls, and some people would dubbed it as like being called a boys' rule, for kids. But kind of interesting, imagine a fly ball or a line drive in the gap, and there's no way you're gonna get it, but you catch it on one bounce, and it counts as an out. Really changed the game. I wonder if the scoring was a lot lower back then. Anyways, number three. Pitchers were required to throw underhand until 1883. The rule said the ball must be pitched, not thrown, for the bat. Pitched in the traditional sense. A stiff underhanded motion, almost like bowling. Interesting. So kind of like slow pitch softball, I'm guessing. Okay, number four. From 1885 to 1993, one side of the bat was allowed to be flat, and I think that is also because they got a lot of their stuff from cricket, and cricket uses a flat bat. Cricket is really fun to watch. It's never on TV. I wish it was on TV more, but yeah, I love cricket. I love watching cricket when it's on. I think the sport is so interesting. I don't really know what's going on, but it's a really cool sport. Number five, in 1887, walks were scored as hits for 1 year. Yeah, so if you got a walk, four balls, 1, 2, 3, 4, take your base, then you got rewarded as a hit. So I mean, a staggering 11 players hit 400 that season, 9 of whom wouldn't have had walks, not counted as an at-bat. The statistics were even rewritten in 1968 by the Special Baseball Records Committee. Number 6. Umpires in the 7. Number 7. Number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Number 7. I also have this cool wallet that kind of snaps. So a wallet like that. Only problem is if when I slide it into my pocket, sometimes it does come off. Number 7. Rather than crouching, catchers would stand a few feet behind home until the early 1900s. So, I guess they'd be about 5 to 10 feet back, and they would just stand there. The spitball, number 8. The spitball was outlawed in 1920, but pitchers who had been throwing it for years were grandfathered in. So if you were throwing the ball, a spitball, before the 1920s, you got to continue having that advantage of licking your fingers and throwing the ball. So pitchers doctoring baseballs was always an ethical gray area, still is today, with the spider tack. I think a lot of players, Glasgow, got a little Tommy John because he couldn't handle the grip strength. He didn't have enough grip strength to throw the ball, and it kind of messed up his delivery, messed up his mechanics. Wasn't able to get the same grip that he was having before the spider tack was outlawed, and so yeah, he ended up getting injured, and I think a lot of players were getting injured. Adams on the Padres hit a lot of people this year, and it makes you think, was that because he wasn't getting a good grip on the ball? I don't know. So be it. But yeah, grandfathered in. You could throw the spitball, if not illegal, after the 1920s. Number 9. It was pretty difficult to hit a walk-off homer until 1920. The batter steps up to the plate in the bottom of the 9th. Bases loaded, the score tied. He swings and blasts one over the 400-foot sign in left field. The crowd roars as our hero celebrates a walk-off. Single, at least, for the game's first few decades. Until 1920s, hitters were only given credit for the number of bases the winning run advanced. So, for example, a walk-off home run that scored a runner from second would be considered a double, because that runner only advanced 2 bases. So if he was on third, went home, the batter would only be awarded 1 base. Third to home to first, 1 base. The only way a home run could stand as a walk-off was if the batter himself was the winning run, so a solo home run. Number 10. This is the last one. Ground rule doubles were actually home runs as recently as 1930. So you step up to the plate, boom, hit a home run. It's a home run. Hit a 1-hop over the fence. It's also a home run. So with that, guys, I think I'm gonna end the video. I think more people are showing up next door. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. In the next video. Enjoy the Super Bowl if you're watching.